Don't wait for luck. Start pitching for earned PR in 30 minutes. Narrated by Amber Christian. This is the first in our series on marketing on a shoestring. Many artisan businesses set a particular budget for advertising. Those dollars are generally set and allocated. From there, you often need free sources to get additional eyeballs on your business. So how do you do this? Earned PR. It's a great way to elevate your brand and help you stand out. And best of all, earned PR is free, helping you stretch your existing marketing budget. After 4 years of working on the magazine, I would like to share this editor's perspective on what many handmade businesses miss with earned PR. I want to share how you can build a PR strategy that is manageable and that builds upon itself. And it all comes from my lived experience as an editor and what artisans have shared with me as a result of their PR strategies. In this article, I will cover several topics, including how earned PR done well benefits your handmade business, how PR and advertising are not the same thing. I will help you create a new lens for the strategic value of PR. We'll talk about 3 types of attainable PR for artisan businesses. And we'll finally assemble the pieces for your PR plan. How earned PR done well benefits your handmade business. There are 6 practical ways this benefits your business. It's a signal of trust, provides SEO backlinks, has longevity, it's an aid for easier marketing, it leads to future PR opportunities, and it opens new doors for your business. So let's dig into these. Signal of trust. Earned PR helps provide a signal of trust to prospective customers. Picture this. You're looking at the same product from 2 different companies. On the surface, the 2 products seem similar. You're having a tough time deciding which one you want. But then you notice one of the brands has a list of places in the media where they have been featured. The other does not. Now ask yourself, all else being equal, which one do you trust more? SEO backlinks. Anyone with a website has likely spent time improving their website structure. You work on SEO and do everything you can for prospective customers to find you. Backlinks are another tool in your arsenal. Getting backlinks from sites with higher authority than yours helps surface your brand. Many earned PR features also provide backlinks. Essentially, they are lending some of their authority to you, just a little more under the covers. They can also drive referral traffic. Longevity. Earned PR has a longer life cycle than paid advertising. For paid advertising, once you stop paying, it's done. Earned PR is around much longer and can provide those links and benefits for longer than advertising. An aid for easier marketing. Constantly coming up with new ideas for marketing is absolutely exhausting for many handmade business owners. Earned PR is the gift that keeps on giving. It gives you something positive to talk about and to use in your own marketing. And there are so many ways that you can leverage that earned PR. Don't believe me? Let's use being in an article for Handmade Seller as an example. How can you use it? 1. Mention it in your next newsletter. It could even be the main thing you talk about, sharing what it was like to be part of the process. People love reflections on how artisans work. Share your inner process in being part of the article or feature. 2. Social media marketing. One piece of content can be used many ways. Pull quotes from your article. Pair these with an existing product for easier product marketing. At future dates, reshare the article reflecting on the experience. This will catch many people that missed your earlier sharing on socials. Number 3, Craft fair booth or event booth marketing. People love things to look at. Pieces where you're featured are a great conversation piece at events. Print them up and put them out. They're a signal of credibility to the people that walk by. Number 4, a pick-me-up on the rough days. Let's face it, there are good days and bad days. Sometimes on the bad days, it can be great to go back and look at something wonderful that has been written about your business. There's also something magical about seeing your business talked about by someone else. Money can't buy that feeling. The possibilities for more PR. When you do PR well, it also helps you build a relationship with the publication or outlet that featured you. It can also lead to future features. It's not unusual for people featured in articles or magazines to show up in more than one article. And this usually happens because that person has built up a relationship. I'll get into how you do this a little bit later. Opens new doors for your business. You never know who's watching or reading the PR piece. It can result in new collaborations or entirely new opportunities arriving on your doorstep because someone saw the PR and thought, this is who I need to talk to about XYZ opportunity. This is inbound marketing, and it's really the holy grail for many handmade businesses. You want people to come to you. Earned PR can lead to inbound marketing without really trying. PR and advertising are not the same thing. On the surface, you might be thinking, duh, I know they're not the same. For many businesses, though, the line can feel blurry. Most have received many bait and switch offers or pay-to-play offers disguised as PR. It's why I'm regularly asked how much it costs to be featured in the magazine. Spoiler alert, it's free because it's earned PR. If something is earned PR, it is free. Those other things that people are pitching you, those are not PR. They're all various forms of advertising. When they pitch it to you, they might call it PR, but it's not. I also suspect, because we often see advertising described as being for brand awareness versus directly selling products, it gets really muddled really quickly. With advertising, you can directly measure how the ad performed. With PR, there are generally less measurements than you get with ads. It's really about the long-term trust and credibility. Let's put this another way. With advertising, you are saying you are great. With PR, someone else is saying you are great. Creating a new lens for the strategic value of PR. I need to give you a new lens with which to view PR. First, let me let you in on a little secret about PR. It has a multiplying effect that you don't see. What is that effect? When PR is done properly, you use the PR you've already received to help you receive even more PR. You start somewhere and then work your way up. Too many handmade businesses think of PR activities as one disparate activity. You think, I pitch one at a time. Each one is something new. In actuality, the more PR you have gotten, the more you are likely to get. Think of PR like a ladder. Getting to the first rung helps you get to the second, to the third, and so on. It can even be gamified if that makes it more palatable for you. I tell handmade businesses featured on our website or in our magazine, use this to your advantage. The next outlet you pitch, work in that you were featured in Handmade Seller magazine. It adds credibility to your pitch. It's not crass, it's not bragging. It tells the next person you've actually done PR before. Think of it like a signal or a green flag. PR is about building relationships or working through people that have relationships. It's helping you build brand credibility with your existing audience and find new audiences. It requires time and intention on your part. And most people will not do it because there's not an immediate payoff. The results may not be easily measurable. But if you're looking for credibility money can't buy, organic traffic, and great conversation pieces for your marketing, it might be just what you need. 3 types of attainable PR for artisan businesses. There are 3 types of PR that I think are practical and attainable for most artisan businesses. If you haven't done a lot of PR yet, here is where I would start. First, product collaborations with other companies and brands. With these collaborations, you're working together jointly to produce something. It's a great way to enhance your brand in association with other brands. It's also generally lower stakes and gives you a great opportunity to practice. Second, special section placements. A number of magazines and publications have product recommendations that are free as part of special sections in their magazine. These are sometimes called advertorial product placements as well. Think gift guides, new product guides, seasonal guides, or favorite finds are all examples of special section placements. Third, a point of view story or a story involving your business. These may either be a point of view about a particular topic or an origin story about your business. There's a wide range of topics that could be covered for this area. How do you decide where to focus your efforts? You only have so much time to work on this. How do you decide which ones to do first? First, think about what business problem you're trying to solve with earned PR. Here's 5 examples of the business problem you could be working to solve with PR and what that process might entail. Example 1. I'm struggling to drive traffic to my website and I want more visibility for some of my new products. I'm submitting my products to advertorial product placements to get coverage as a new product or in a gift guide. Example 2. I'm trying to expand my wholesale business. I need new retailers to see my products outside of fair or bulletin marketplaces. I'm submitting my products to wholesale magazines as an advertorial product placement to get coverage as a new product or in a gift guide. Example 3. I sell at a lot of craft fairs. I want to build up my credibility to expand opportunities available to me. I've gotten really good at selling in person and I can help other artisans get better at it too. I can share my business expertise for other artisan businesses and build credibility for my business. Example 4. I've had my business for years now. I'd love for some fresh ideas and things to talk about for marketing. I've experienced economic cycles like the current one and know how to ride them out and what to do. I can share my tips and knowledge on what has worked for me based on my experiences. It also gives me things to talk about with my audience and makes marketing easier. Example 5. It's hard to constantly come up with new things to post about my business and find new audiences. I can collaborate with other brands that I don't compete with to create new offerings or even just exposure to a new audience or just something fresh to talk about with my audience. Assembling the pieces for your PR plan. Now that you can see how this might benefit you, where do you start? I would start with some free and easy sources to inspire your first moves. Time to get out that notebook and get started. First, Gain exposure to what journalists are asking about and see who's out there. Sign up for at least one of these following sites. All are free. Use this to aid your research. Create a profile on Quoted for your business. It's free. Journalists can look at your profile and approach you if they're interested, and you can pitch to them. There's a certain number of pitches a month that you can do as part of their free plan. Next, sign up for Help a Reporter Out. They'll send out emails with a summary of the types of pitches they are looking for different areas. Note, don't sign up for their plan with multiple emails a day. This will completely overwhelm you. Make sure you get the summary ones so you're not getting way too much stuff. Or 3, sign up for SourceBottle. This one's based in Australia, but they also have opportunities for other countries as well. So these are 3 different platforms where you can actually filter through, you can learn, and you can see what kinds of things are available to you. Now, please note, most platforms now have some kind of AI filtering or reporting if they suspect it's an AI spam pitch. When a lot of AI tools came out, many started using these tools to automate pitches. I personally could make your hair stand on end with some of the odd things that I got. Platforms move quickly to start prohibiting this, and using AI pitches is a surefire way in the long run to get yourself kicked off the platforms. So if you use them for pitching, they're still looking for human contact, and there's still a lot of filtering around AI pitches. After you've gained exposure to what journalists are asking about, what's your next step? Next, list any known brands, publications, media companies, or podcasts that might be worth pitching, whether it's for a collab, product placement, or coverage of your business. Go pull editorial calendars you can find for any publications on your target list and see what contact information you can find. 3, if you're struggling to get ideas, go look at the list we've attached at the bottom of this article for our magazine subscribers to get some of your creative juices flowing. I have a whole list of options there to help you get started on that process. This should give you a running start at places that might be interested in your business. Pull together what you will need for your first pitch. Step 1. All right, let's get organized. Begin assembling what you have to work with to craft your pitch. Do you have high quality photos that you can use? If you don't have these, get these first. Product photos need to be visually appealing before you start pitching because a lot of places will want to use photos. If it's a print publication, they've got to be high resolution, which is most of what you're going to get with a typical phone or camera. Just make sure they're not compressed or they're not something somebody sent to you through a text message. Make sure they're at a high quality photo. Next, can you find any statistics or trends that would be relevant to the story you want to pitch? Add those and add links to the sources if you have them. It's not a requirement, just extra helpful information if you have it. Next, time to brainstorm. Try to identify 6 to 8 things that are unique about you, your product, your process, or your experiences. We are going to use these to find the angle for your pitch. I'm going to give you a whole list of examples just to help you get creative here. Some examples: unique process to make your product, catering to a specific and growing niche with your products, an adverse business challenge you faced, adverse personal challenge you faced, unique background experiences, a clever or novel product, unique ingredients or materials in your product, sustainable, eco-friendly, upcycling, all are popular right now, a different sales strategy, a trending topic you have experience with, stories or experiences that challenge the status quo or conventional wisdom and why they worked for you. Gather easy links to all your social handles to include with the pitch. And then also ask yourself, is there a unique experience that would be relevant to stories occurring around certain time periods or holidays? For example, Mental Health Awareness Month. Any of these, as you can see, are all sorts of ways to help you come up with the angle for your pitch. So now that we've kind of crafted some of these ideas, the next step 2, is to start writing and positioning your pitch. Collaborations. Here are 2 examples that we featured in our collaboration article with artisan Deb Buckingham from our Spring 2024 magazine. This should give you an idea of where to start to craft a pitch. We've included an example from a specific project as well as a more general request from a collaboration. And you can go to the article online and you can get all of these examples as well, but I'll read them off here. So example 1, a specific product collaboration. Hello, ad name or company. My name is Deb Buckingham. I'm the designer, photographer, and maker behind Knit On Designs. I've been building my business for 14 plus years and would love to collaborate on a project I have in mind for 2024. Name of the project, The Perfect Shorty Socks. Anticipated release date, March 2024. Yarn needed, 1 skein of your ultimate sock in the Sage colorway. Socks are knit every day. This sock pattern will be one that is perfect for Netflix knitting, knitting with friends, and one that requires little to no concentration. I pride myself on photos that sell patterns and the yarn I showcase. Thank you for consideration with this collaboration. You can find me at Instagram at Knit On Designs to view my work. I look forward to hearing from you. Warm regards, Deb. So this is a great example for a specific product collaboration. So she knew the target companies and she knew exactly where she wanted to pitch this. Now here is a more general request for a product collaboration. This one was with an indie yarn dyer and it was more of a general ask. Hi, ad name or company. This is Deb Buckingham, designer with Knit On Designs. After some thoughtful planning for 2024, I've decided to do a pair of colorwork socks to be released in January 2024. Would you be interested in collaborating with me using some of your lovely fingering weight base yarn? As always, I will tag you when it's released and give your yarn all the love it deserves. I look forward to hearing from you. Warm regards, Deb. So you can see how the 2 are a little bit different. One was a specific project. The other was a more general collaboration request. The key part is sharing who she is, her background experience, and making the ask explicit. She also provided time frames as well, which would allow them to have very specific information to determine if it fits into their calendar or not. Now that we've talked about collaborations, let's talk about product pitches as a second example. If it's a product pitch for a special gift guide or a promotion section, the most important advice I can give you is please actually follow the instructions for the submission. Make sure any product description includes anything unique about the product that might catch the attention of the person reviewing the submissions. Don't stray from what they are asking for. That's a surefire way to get rejected. Story pitches. So this is if you're pitching for a more traditional publication or media story. First, start with the lead. What is the call to action the audience should take? What is the value proposition? And then recap and closing. If these are related to editorial calendars or already published requests from reporters that you're simply going to follow the instructions, make sure you're answering the specific request. This one's important and I cannot emphasize it enough. It sounds silly, but you would not believe how many people don't follow the instructions. Here's some examples that have worked with me of things we've published for the magazine. Hi, I'm XYZ. I've built a 7-figure business on Amazon Handmade. I've also started coaching other business owners on the ins and outs of Amazon Handmade. Let me know if you have a need to have someone share expertise on Amazon Handmade. Hi, I'm XYZ. I've designed personal care products for men and women for the last 10 years. I'm a guy in a female-dominated industry, so I understand what it's like to feel like you aren't quite like everyone else. I'd love to share my story of how my passion for designing products and share what has helped me grow my company. to inspire others. Hi, I'm XYZ. I own my own yarn business. I've grown from selling exclusively on Etsy to adding my own Shopify site. I've got some unique strategies for how I've been able to combine and sell different things on each platform to create a successful business. I'd love to share more on how I've done this. All right, now it's time for you to do some more brainstorming. You've seen these examples, how they're tailored to what's unique about each of those particular businesses. So here's examples for you to start brainstorming from to actually come up with a story pitch. A unique process to make your product. Maybe you're catering to a specific and growing niche with your products. Maybe it's about an adverse business challenge you've faced and your perspectives on it. Maybe it's about adverse personal challenges you have faced and how you overcame them. You might have some unique background experiences that make you a non-traditional fit for this kind of business. It could be about a clever, novel product. Could be about unique ingredients or materials in your product. It could be about your sustainability practices, some eco-friendly practices. Maybe you're an upcycler. Maybe you have a unique sales strategy in how you actually go about selling that works in an unorthodox way. Perhaps there's a trending topic that you have experience with. Or stories and experiences that challenge the status quo or conventional wisdom and why they worked for you. And then again, gather up all your links to social handles to make sure you have them for the pitch. And then also consider if there's a unique experience that's relevant to stories at certain times of the year. That can also make it easier for certain kinds of stories to be run at certain times of the year. So now go ahead and list 6 to 8 things that are unique about you, your product, your process, or your experiences. We're going to use those for the angle for your pitch. So summing it all up, PR can be a great advantage for handmade business. When it's done properly and with a strategy, it's also an additive activity that adds credibility and elevates your business. Make sure to check out our list of sources to get up and running quickly. And check out our article on tips to consider when pitching for PR for even more ideas.